to my mind, an answer to the problem. But if you could just tell me what is your admitted position where there is no flaw? I mean, they have a certificate, they have a nomination, the house is in order. Could be 1, 2, 5.
मुझे अगर कोई एक number, I'm sorry to ask the question of, मुझे कोई एक बता दे, मैं
आप बता दें, according to you, in this list of 84, what's ECP's position कि 1, 2, 4, 5 कितने candidates थे जिनका certificate और nomination intact ही खड़ा रहा?
नहीं रहा किसी का भी नहीं,
नहीं,
because sir वो सारे independents थे,
नहीं, independents तो आपने declare कर दिया,
intact किसी का भी नहीं।
हम आपसे बाद में एक सवाल को जरा appreciate कर लें इस लिस्ट में, क्योंकि आपने दिया हुआ है, I had identified 9 such people who have a nomination and a certificate.
Basically, it says PTI, PTI.
And then applying the Justice Yahya test on it, कि अगर उसमें और कोई flaw भी आ गया, तो कोई जो purest form में है, there are still some candidates who pass the basic test of nomination of 67(2), which are nomination भी है और certificate भी है. It does not matter how many they are as long as there are just 1 or 2, because that would then make the political party a political party, and then
those tickets, the PTI tickets are void ab initio.
Because if you know what I'm trying to say is that suppose a one-way forward would be that if we consider that the declaration of independence of these people was wrong, it then takes you back into a political party coming into existence. Once that is done and you come up with a revised result under 98, the 3-day period ticks off again, and the independents could be given a choice to go select whatever they want to go, and the house is on order. We don't need to get into SIC, we don't need to get into proportional representation. The whole problem is solved.
My submission on, I think I'm repeating, but the tickets are void ab initio, and even today as I stand here, there is no legally recognizable individual, because there is no IPE, who can validly issue a ticket even today.
How you can say that the ticket is void? How you can say?
Because it's not issued by...
Sikandar, आपका सारा premise ये है कि since they didn't hold party elections, therefore purportedly they were disqualified to hold themselves out to the people as a political party. Now this is the premise on which you have built your pura edifice. Now this premise, if this court, as my Lord Justice Mansoor Ali Shah has just suggested, if this premise is removed because this court or that judgment did not in any manner could be construed as disqualifying a political party. Now, there was a political party, enlisted political party. It was not delisted. Otherwise, they would have come to this court in appeal. But the Election Commission, probably speaking for myself, did not fulfill its obligation and treated them as if they were a disqualified enlisted party. Now here you see, आपका पूरा premise जो है वो खराब हो जाता है.
My Lord, I bow to my Lord's observations. I've made my submissions on it. It is ultimately for my Lords and this bench to give findings on. But
coming to SIC, you say that they are not allowed the independents to join them because they didn't contest the election. That's your submission.
Ladyship, I have 2 points there. One, they did not, SIC did not field a candidate under its own common election symbol, which is one of the conditions. And in addition to that, it did not have a returned candidate. It did not, or if I were to say it in one sentence, I would submit, it did not successfully field a candidate under its own election symbol.
Right. So now in this CM that's been filed 5943 by the Advocate General KPK, they say that in the previous election, you allowed reserve seats to the Balochistan Awami Party, despite the fact that they didn't participate in the election, nor did they submit a list of candidates for reserve seats for women, but they were given reserve seats. So why has your position changed in this election?
I have taken instructions on that, CM, my ladyship, and under instructions I submit that the commission has gone through this record, the current commission as proposed. There was a context, my ladyship, ye 25th constitutional amendment ke baad, when the FATA areas were merged, there's a context in which that happened. The ECP's humble submission is that this decision is not compliant with Section 50.
But did the ECP have a meeting and sit and look at the record and then come up with all these ideas, or it just
didn't. I have asked, so there is just on file, this decision has been taken without a hearing. There is no speaking order as such. That is the answer.
फिर आपने ये वाले cases इस case से distinguish करने के लिए क्यों नहीं कोई order pass किया या कहीं meeting की to show that you disagree with this?
Ladyship, इसमें तो फिर full hearing हुई और हमारा 22-12 का order आ गया.
The problem is that you are a constitutional body and you seem to be taking, different stances as and when you understand the law, how you choose to understand the law. There has to be some consistency, and if you're not agreeable with what happened in the last election, you would then write it somewhere, you would meet on it. You seem to be pulling things out of a hat and saying, now this is our position, previously that was our position.
So my ladyship, I would just submit that, as I have said, that decision is per incurium. It is not consistent with the formulation one that I've given. There is no detailed judgment or order there.
You can't say it's per incurium. You've not taken any action against that order. That order stands. That position stands.
Have you gone through that CMA? कौन से पीरियड के बारे में, कौन सी
2019 का है सर, जब कमीशन की कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन डिफरेंट थी, and it relates to 2019.
कमीशन तो कमीशन होता है, लेकिन सर ये बता दें
सर, I made my submission on that.
ये जरा
सर साहब, इसको आप लाइटली ले लें. एक दफा किसी ने कोई आर्ग्यू कर रहा था सुबह कोई केस, थोड़ी देर बाद दूसरा केस, कोर्ट ने ऑब्जर्व किया आप तो बड़ा अपने आर्गुमेंट मुख्तलिफ कर रहे हैं.
मैं सुन रहा हूँ.
तो उन्होंने कहा आई एम वाइजर नाउ, or you can also say I'm more freer now or less freer now than the then election commission or the present election commission.
So there was a lot more thought given to this and this decision than that one. There is 3-4 pieces of paper and it seems to be done on the file.
आप ये बता दें कि क्या उस वक्त जो जिस पार्टी को मिले थे
50 minutes
जिस पार्टी को मिले थे सीट्स, उस पार्टी ने इलेक्शन नहीं करवाए थे? कौमी असेंबली में उनकी सीट्स थी,
कौमी असेंबली में भी थी, बलूचिस्तान प्रोविंशियल असेंबली में भी थी. दे हैड पार्टिसिपेटेड इन द जनरल इलेक्शन.
कोई इसमें कैसी कोई ऐसी कदगन है कि अगर एक सूबे में उसकी सीट हो और कौमी असेंबली में हो तो दूसरे सूबे में नहीं ले सकते?
सर मैं उस CMA के ऊपर if I am allowed, these are my submissions under instructions.
आपसे इसीलिए कह रहा था कि वो CMA पढ़ के आप जवाब दीजिए ना कि वो फैक्चुअल है या नहीं है. What happened actually in that?
इनका तो सर लोकस भी नहीं है.
नहीं, अभी आप कह रहे हैं कि उन्होंने इलेक्शन लड़े थे BAP ने, तो आपके पास रिकॉर्ड में चेक करें ना उसको कि whether it is right position or wrong position. First check before responding that.
Just if I may ask a clarification on this point, surely a general, no, not from him, from you. Also from him, because he always gives very good assistance.
Of course.
Each general election is under the constitution and law a separate general election. So on the 8th of February, it was not one general election that took place. There were 5 distinct general elections that took place. Would that be correct as a matter of the constitution and the law?
My understanding of that would be that general election, and I think there is a provision that they should ideally all happen, election to all assemblies.
Forget that. Not even if they happen on the same day which your law allows. Yeah, under the constitution, each general election is a separate general election, constitutionally speaking.
Each assembly, yes.
Yeah, obviously, because it's a federation. Each federation, the federal unit comes together separately, each provincial comes together separately. In fact, I think it's there in your definition clause also.
Sir, I take no cavil with that. Why not? My Lord, may I now Article 2 to
I think you have concluded.
I have concluded, Ji, and I'm most grateful, my Lord. My Lord, just when I finish, may I thank the whole bench for the patience that it showed, and also again I say that this was an absolute privilege for me, and my exuberance or passion may be seen as that. And I am most grateful for this.
As you leave the roster, I remind you about the summer school that you have to attend.
I am enrolling, my Lord, immediately during the summer vacation. And next time I appear before my Lord, I will read the Urdu myself.
Great. That's a good start.
Sikandar, as a
my Lord, the first case I ever argued as an advocate 25 years ago was a bail application, जिसमें मैंने उर्दू रोमन में पूरी FIR लिखी थी, and I read it. It was a long time ago.
Mr. Gore is present. Mr. Gore.
My Lord, I'm most grateful to the whole bench.
You were not the first one to do that. Mr. Gore.
Sounds familiar to